What is crack-a-lagging, everybody? It's your boy, Baby J, also known as Baby Jester, also known as J. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about prayers. I was thinking about it all day at work. I was like, you know what I haven't done? I haven't done a video in video format. I've done it in live and shorts, but I haven't done one like this in a while. I've only done one, and that was explaining me quitting music. And I wanted to get a little bit on that. I want to talk a little bit about that as well in this. But the main premise of it is prayers and how I know that it's true and how my prayers were answered. Um, and I'm not a professional. Before we get into it, I'm not professional. I don't know like the whole scientific terms. This is what happened to me in my accord and how I got stronger in my faith because of it. Um, and yeah, so basically it started a little bit around this time last year, around October last year. I was reading this book called The Purpose Driven Life, and it was explaining to me how you needed to have a um, Christian friends. You needed to be around people that believed in the things you did and stuff like that kind of thing. It was like a 40-day book. I recommend it. It's called The Purpose Driven Life. And I started reading it. Um, and then I moved from Kentucky back here to Wisconsin, and I was couch hopping and stuff. And I had a lot of personal things that happened to me with my friends. Something really big happened in my life, and instead of running to the police station or doing what I normally do, where I just try and attempt to unalive myself, I decided to go to my church that I went to school in when I was in second or third grade, called St. Mark's, and I um, ironically ran into a funeral. I ran in a funeral on accident, and this nice lady came up to me and said, "Can I pray for you? Let's talk about it. This, that, and the third." We prayed. We talked about it, and then she told me to go up, find a nice quiet spot in the church, and just pray and figure it all out and get it all out. And I did. And the one thing I remember that I kept repeating to myself was, "Get the poison out. Get the poison out. Get the poison out." And I don't know what it is. I didn't know who it was. I didn't know if it was a thing, if it was a person, if it was myself. Um, and then from that day, I lost all my friends in my circle. Um, I lost my job. I lost a lot of things. I lost a lot of my family. Um, I'm not trying to be like that one prayer took it all away. It all just wiped it all away. There was also some factors with my mental health, and I got in arguments with my family before I started pushing in my faith, and all a bunch of other jazz. But the main thing was is I asked to get the poison out, and on that same day, my house got swatted. Um, Without trying to give in any details of what really happened, the place I was living at got swatted, and I lost one of my good friends that I thought was a good friend. I'm sure he's doing better now, I guess, but the person he was with was not, and that kind of affected me. I kind of noticed that a little bit, and I was like, whatever, it's all right. And then one of my the peop this one's hard. A man that I called my brother and my father figure. Um, he was like my best friend. He put me under his wing when I was like 17. I'm 22 now. Um, he uh he was really bad in alcohol and stuff, and I never really saw it as a problem because it's a big thing in my family. It's a big thing in my town. Literally, one in every three people are addicted to something. Um, and well, he wanted me to help him stop drinking on Thanksgiving last year, and I tried to help him. I can't. You can't really do that, right? But I was getting in my faith. My pastor was coming over, trying to teach me the basics. The whole gist that you're kind of are the basics of it. Around that time, he got in a fight with his then fiance, and his then fiance and them came back. Hang on, I'm messing up the details. I'm sorry. My friend and his then fiance went to go drop his daughter off somewhere, and then they came back and they got in a fight. Um, and that was normal. The bickering was always normal. This, that, and the third. Um, he wanted me to get him to stop drinking, and my dumb self, when he told me that he's going to go to Quick Trip to get some snacks, he didn't want to go to Quick Trip to get some snacks. He got some tall boys, and I'm sorry I'm getting really detailed with this, but this is the only way that I'm able to function right now and get this video out and talk about these prayers, because if I don't explain the poison getting out, because this is all the poison coming out, basically, is the first prayer I'm talking about. And anyway, he came back with tall boys, and his fiance was telling me to help, and it's my fault. I took him out of his hands because he wanted me to help him, and that was the only way. I've tried and I prayed and I begged him to stop drinking. It's going to hurt him. And I begged and I begged and I begged. And that was the only way. I knew. I needed to grab that can and take it out of his hand. And I did that. I did it twice because he only had 2 tall boys and he was desperately just trying to get a sip. And then all of a sudden I heard that his fiance being like, "I'm calling your mom, blah, 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 blah." And then he came up and did this to her and stuff. And I was raised, I don't care who you are, if you're my brother, you're my father, you're anybody, you put your hand on a woman, I'm going to put my hands on you. End of story. And I got in a fight with him, someone that I called my best friend, that literally he fed me, he put clothes on my back, he gave me a roof, and I was so grateful for him. But at the same time, I couldn't let that slide. My best friend I lost that day. Anyway, the next day he came back, smacked me in the face. To be fair, I'm going to say this as a man. When I get angry and stuff, my sin is I call you names because I don't want to throw hands. I don't want to get violent, but I will get violent with my words and stuff. And that's something I need to work on myself. Anyway, I said stuff that I shouldn't have said. He still smacked me in the face. Whatever. Don't worry. I deserved it. Anyway, I haven't spoke to him in a while. I heard he's in a big surgery, and I pray he's doing good. And I lost my job a couple days after that, because I punched some dude in the face because I was just tweaking out and stuff. I was just being the old version of me. And the guy that I punched, and if he ever hears this, I hope that he knows I'm sorry, and if I could take it back, I would. And I pray you're doing good, and I pray you're doing successful. Anyway, like I said, all that poison got out of me and stuff. That was my first prayer. There's still some in me. I'm not going to lie. There's still some. But now that I noticed it's coming out of me, that prayer to me was answered. And then then a little bit goes by, and there was one time I saw a bullet on my doorstep, and like I already finished my my church classes and stuff like that, finished all that, so I was kind of getting used to doing the services. And well, there was a bullet on my doorstep, and I decided to go to service that night, and the pastor was preaching something about the bullets of anger is going to go away from you, the bullets of anguish, the bullets of depression and sadness, anxiety, they're going to be shot away from you. They're not going to be inside you anymore. And when I got home, I'm telling you this, that the bullet was not there anymore and stuff. I picked it up, put it back, and then when I got back from church, it wasn't there. You can say that the neighbors picked it up. You can say that whoever the bullet was for picked it back up, right? But it was gone. And I took that as my prayer being answered because I was scared I was going to die. I was scared someone was going to come after me and get shot, and I was praying. I was begging my mom to help me. She didn't help me. I was begging my friends to come help me. They weren't helping me, so I turned to the only person I knew who to turn to, and that was God himself. And he did, and he saved my life. Sorry, I know I'm getting a little heated, but I need to tell you guys this because this is proof that he exists. This is proof that it works. And so the third one and the final one I wanted to get at was I made a video, a 15-minute video saying continuing Christ and quitting music, or whichever way I said it, right? And then the next video after that was a song called Kidney Stones. And I made that, I released that because I asked for a subscriber goal and it was crushed. And so I dropped it, and a deal's a deal and stuff. But I would be a liar if I didn't say I was still writing music and stuff. I'm still writing stuff. I have stuff in the vault right now. Not recorded, nothing written, but I have a couple songs. They're never coming out anytime soon, so don't get your hopes up. But I prayed, and I said, Lord, if this music thing is not for me, take it away. Take away my feeling for it. Take away whatever I feel for it. Take away just my ability to actually rap, to actually beatbox, to do whatever you need to take away. If it is not for me, take it away from me. And then 3 days later, after I was just randomly showing a song to my pastor, 3 days later, or no, not 3 days, sorry, I'm getting a little carried away. A week later, he asks me to play the song for a service, and I did. And my church is like 170 years old. I made a community post about it. My church is 170 years old, and nobody from any service has ever done something that I did. And I am so happy and so grateful that I can do that for our Savior, for the Lord. And yeah, like that is what I that's what I wanted to talk about. 3 instances of my prayers being answered and stuff, all in a way that has helped me, that has saved me, that has kept me sane and stuff, kept me like thinking that everything will be okay, no matter how much pain I've been in, no matter what has abandoned me, who has abandoned me, and I don't know. Okay, it's still I'm still working on bridges that I've burnt and bridges that I need to rebuild, and that's on me. And I'll figure it out when when I need to figure it out. Now I'm just ranting to rant, I guess, rambling to ramble. I'm gonna keep it short like that. Um, let me take a deep breath. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to listen to this. I'm recording it on my computer in my bedroom. Just because I wanted to try something different, to get something out of there. I was dreading to make a video, but then I just said, do it. Break the resistance, get through it. If you enjoyed this, share it. If you liked it, if you feel the way I felt, if you have something, if you have a prayer that was answered for you and you want to explain it in the comments, go right ahead. But no, thank you for watching. Press the buttons you're supposed to press, like the like button and the subscribe button. Share this video to friends. And the Jester Show is on Fridays, maybe Thursdays. And I don't know when I'm going to post this. Today is October 21st, 2025, so I'll let you know when it gets posted, or you'll know when it's posted because you watched it and you got this far. And if you really got this far, comment a pancake emoji. All right. Thank you guys. Have a good day. I love you and Jesus loves you. Bye-bye.